This did make me laugh when I saw this clip. This is actually, I'm not sure if this is a picture or just a screen grab from the video, which is on Instagram, of Andrew Tate facing off with Jake Paul. Now, Andrew Tate has actually been calling Jake Paul out for quite some time. He's been wanting to be an opponent for Jake Paul and goading him and daring him to select him. And thus far, Jake Paul hasn't been interested. But now, I don't know if it's because Andrew Tate's fame has gone up and up and up. Now Jake Paul is apparently interested. Now, Andrew Tate, as many of you or most of you will know, has a background in kickboxing. And I'm sure if this was a kickboxing match, and look, the fight isn't signed or anything like that, but apparently there's talks now going on for Jake Paul to fight Andrew Tate. And again, if this was a kickboxing match, I'm sure Andrew Tate would have the upper hand. But in a boxing match, I got to go with Jake Paul. Andrew Tate's boxing, from what I've seen, is horrible. The way he hits the pads, his chin all up in the air, the technique is all over the place in terms of his punching technique. No. If he can't use kicks and knees and all the Muay Thai stuff that he used to use, then I think he's going to get a rude awakening in there against Jake Paul. I'm sure he'll lose. He may even get knocked out. So we'll see. And he did get knocked out in kickboxing. I've seen one of his fights where he got knocked out with a knee. It was a punch and then a knee where he got knocked out. And there was another fight where he actually quit because he had some kind of issue with his eye. So yeah, Andrew Tate might find himself in that position again where he ends up getting stopped against Jake Paul if the fight goes ahead. If you disagree, hey, state your case in the comments below. But my whole thing is Andrew Tate is a former pro kickboxer. And it takes years, oftentimes, for people from a kickboxing background to adjust to boxing. It's a completely different discipline. You can't hide behind kicks and use elbows and knees, when you're doing all that Muay Thai stuff. You can't do that in a boxing ring. So when you're in trouble, you're just going to have to rely on your hand skills. And from what I've seen, Tate don't have a developed enough boxing game. I actually think this would be a step down for Jake Paul in terms of level of opponent. I think that Anderson Silva is a better boxer than Andrew Tate is ever going to be. And I know Anderson Silva came from an MMA background and was doing all the kicking and stuff like that. But his first love, apparently, way back in the days was boxing. And he did actually have, to my knowledge, as far as I've been told, he did actually have at least one professional fight many, many years ago. And you can see it in Anderson Silva. When he fought Jake Paul, even though he lost the fight, he had a lot of success in there. And this is a guy who's pushing 50. Okay? And that's not because Jake Paul is so rubbish or anything like that. No, it's because Anderson Silva actually has some nice skills in there. You know what I mean? When I say nice, I'm not saying he's an elite level boxer right now, but he definitely has the best boxing technique of any MMA fighter I've ever seen. Anderson Silva. So, yeah, I think that Andrew Tate would be a step down. Andrew Tate's bigger than Anderson Silva, I think. I think he's bigger than him. Like, taller maybe and heavier. But his technique is not in the same universe as Anderson Silva. Yeah, the boxing technique, not in the same universe. Can Andrew Tate, because of the fact he's younger and maybe a bit more sprightly than Anderson Silva, make more of a fight of it against Jake Paul? Maybe he can move around and be awkward and try and stay away. But on the offense, I don't really see him having that much success with his punches. And can he keep his chin out? He's always got his chin up in the air, Tate. And that's, I guess, a spillover from kickboxing, right? Always got his chin up in the air. Is he going to be able to keep his chin out of the way of Jake Paul's right hand? He'll need to. Let me know what you guys think.